time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the If you know, you know.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down, setting up the screen for Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
4-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. A 1st down for Conner and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James.
Types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Steven Nelson on
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Now this time Locke will throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about side receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Locke taking the snap at 1. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Locke throwing on target to Fan. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At the 2-yard line.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He'll get this to counter underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 7.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score Steelers 14, Broncos 13.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Locke. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger hitting Juju on the slant. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Bring it!
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Broncos 13. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball out the backfield and move the sticks.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Sean Davis.
A nice play design. Good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Locke. Able to power through. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Ball carrier.
Melvin Gordon, 35 yards. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Flush to his right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal of 29 yards now.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the